CrossRoads Church has been partnering with the Outreach Center for a few years now. They are an organization that has huge impact in our community in walking alongside people who are experiencing significant life challenges. Julietta's Place is under the umbrella of the Outreach Center. It is a safe housing option, a refuge really, right here in our city for women and children fleeing domestic violence. As God's people, our relationship with Julietta's Place and our support of the individuals who live there through our acts of caring and our prayers demonstrates what we know to be true, that they are made in the image of God and deserving to be treated with respect and dignity and have the opportunity to thrive and reach their full potential. I would like you to stop by the foyer over the next month and see how you can be a practical support to those who are living at Julietta's Place. And now I'd like to introduce you to Kathy, the program lead at Julietta's Place. She will share with us about the courageous women and children who live there and the transformative power of hope. Hope that comes through the hard work that these women are doing for themselves and their children, and hope that comes from having others believe in them and walk alongside them.
Many of the ladies and children that come into Julietta's Place go through an intake process, and many of them come from fleeing different cities in the province of Alberta. And sometimes, on occasion, we do get women and children from different provinces as well. And they flee from their partners in different areas because of their risk. The majority of the ladies and kids that come into Julietta's Place are high risk of homicide. A danger assessment is done with the women. The danger assessment gives us a guide and gives the ladies a guide so that they recognize how high risk they are. There are some children that come in who have cognitive disabilities due to the trauma related to witnessing domestic violence. I would say since COVID hit 2.5 years ago, the increase of domestic violence, probably now compared to before, is significant. Women coming in agree to programming. They agree to the intensive case management. What that means is they're going to work alongside a team of 4 incredibly skilled women who will do in-home case management with them. So when we accept a person into here or a family in here, we make sure that with the help of donations that we get, that these women can come into a home that is stocked fully with all their kitchen things. We have furniture, we have brand new bedding for the mums and the children. So when they come in, they actually are able just to be. For the first 30 days, that's all we expect of them. We make sure that we access the food bank. So when they come in, they have their food and they have everything that they need just to get settled, in order for them to get settled and grounded. The first 30 days we come in and we fill out crisis planning with them. We get some identification of their kids, who they are, just the general, who are you and where do you come from and what are you needing. At the 30-day mark, we can sit and I have a case conference with the ladies and the case manager, and we talk about, is this up to this point what you were looking for? They either say, you know what, I think this is great and I want to stay and I want to try, or they may say, you know what, Kathy, this isn't where I need to be and this just seems too intense for me. I've been controlled too long in my relationship and I'm not sure I can do this well. When I get someone who says they can't do that and do it well, we will support these families and we will house them either in the community with the help of us or our Red Deer housing team through the outreach, so that these people get support in the community and have that case management. From there, once they sign and say, yeah, we're in, then the programming starts. What it means is we are coming into your house 2 to 3 times a week, and your case manager is going to work on goals with you. That's the first part of the programming. So we do budgeting, we do crisis planning, we do intensive safety planning with these ladies. Their case manager is going to work with them 8-week program on how to set boundaries. What is domestic violence? We have someone who does empowerment and basic love yourself group, where she comes in. A lot of this, if anything we got out of COVID, was a lot more one-on-one with the women, where it used to be groups before. We're finding that the more one-on-one intimacy part of that is much more successful for the ladies, even in their suites. It's way better. We have parenting programs. We have an amazing youth program. We have a respite program. So if the ladies are wanting to take some time for themselves that they've never had before, we have someone that comes in and tends to their kids. If they want help with bedtime, we have that person coming in to do that bedtime piece. We're connected to the outreach, and a lot of the programs we have there, legal, anything that's offered there, if they need to be connected, that's what we're going to do. Our job is to connect these women and children to the community so that they're successful. Our program is initially 18 months. We've had ladies here be extremely successful within a 9-month period. Some need to stay a little bit longer. When they're successful, the person that they've been working with for 18, 24 months, 9 months, will work with them to find a place in the community, and their case manager will take them out into the community. We encourage them choice. We help them with the affordability piece of it, making sure it fits in your budget. We sometimes connect them to the Red Deer Housing Authority. When they find a place, we're going to move them in. With the generous donations that we have, with all the kitchen things and all their bedding that they get brand new in the beginning, when they're successful, they get to take that out. So the generous donations that you've provided to these women and children when they first move in will be with them the whole time they are here. And when they transition or move out into the community, they are able to set up their home with those donations. We help them get set up. Then we give them 12 months of our time again. We're going to go in the beginning twice a week in the first little bit, and then we're going to do home visits and carry on with that in-home community support. So we do that for another 12 months. So they could be here 18 months to 22 months and then out in the community being supported. We connect ladies and kids to therapy out of the outreach. They have that opportunity. And then being in the community, those kids are seen by our youth worker, either in their home or out in the community or back here. We provide safety and security for women and children who have experienced the worst abuse out there. It's a safe home, and everything that happens in this building is confidential. And these women, I guess what we provide them is a sense of hope that they can live a life free from domestic violence.